If you're dreaming of a cruise but worried about getting seasick, don't skip this video. Seasickness can ruin your vacation, but the good news is it's totally avoidable. Today, I'm sharing genius tricks that actually work to help you cruise without feeling sick. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or you've gotten queasy before, these tips will help you feel steady, comfortable, and ready to enjoy every minute at sea. 1. Choose a cabin in the middle of the ship and on a lower deck. This is one of the most important things you can do if you're prone to seasickness. The middle of the ship, midship, is the most stable area, especially on lower decks. It's where you'll feel the least amount of movement when the ship rocks or rolls. Why does this matter? Think of the ship like a seesaw. The front and back move the most, while the center stays relatively steady. The higher up you go, the more you'll feel the sway. So if you're trying to avoid motion sickness, steer clear of top-deck cabins, and especially those located all the way forward or all the way aft. It might be tempting to book a fancy room with a view or a balcony up high, but if you're worried about feeling sick, comfort is way more important than a window. Choosing the right location can make the difference between a smooth, enjoyable cruise and spending your trip feeling queasy in your cabin. So when you're picking your room, remember, midship and lower deck. 2. Always keep your stomach full. This might sound simple, but trust me, it works. One of the best ways to prevent seasickness is to eat regularly, even if the water seems calm. Snack throughout the day and don't let yourself get too hungry. I've learned this from experience, and cruise staff swear by it too. Once you start feeling nauseous, it gets harder to eat, so staying ahead of it is key. Go for carbs like pasta, bread, crackers. These help settle your stomach. Try to avoid greasy or oily foods. They'll just make things worse. And hey, you're on a cruise with unlimited food. Take advantage of it. Skip the salad and go for that bread basket. Your stomach and your vacation will thank you. 3. Sail on a big cruise ships with stabilizers. If you're prone to seasickness, choose a big cruise ship with stabilizers. This makes a huge difference. Larger ships are naturally more stable, and many of them are equipped with advanced stabilizers that help reduce that rolling motion that causes nausea. The smaller or older the ship, the more you'll feel every wave. So if motion sickness is a concern, skip the small vessels and book one of the newer, mega ships. You'll feel way more comfortable, and you might not even notice the ship is moving at all. Choose an itinerary where the ship will not be subjected to choppy waters. Choppy waters can increase the motion of the ship and make you more prone to seasickness. For example, if you're planning a Caribbean cruise, try to sail out of Florida. That way, your ship heads straight into the calm Caribbean Sea. But if you sail from New York, your ship has to go through the Atlantic Ocean first, and that stretch can be way rougher. Also, try to avoid cruising during hurricane season. Even if your ship dodges a storm, the surrounding waters can still be turbulent. And definitely steer clear of Antarctica cruises if you're sensitive to motion. The Drake Passage is legendary for being rough. It's no joke. 5. Stay well hydrated. An easy way to avoid seasickness is to drink plenty of fluids. Staying hydrated can help you flush out toxins and prevent dehydration. Drink plenty of water, juice, or herbal tea, and avoid caffeinated or carbonated drinks. 6. Bring anti-seasickness medication and take it early. If you're even slightly worried about rough seas, don't wait. Take your meds before the motion starts. Once you feel sick, it's much harder to bounce back. Cruise ships used to hand out seasickness pills for free, but these days, they often charge you or keep a limited supply. That's why I always recommend bringing your own from home. It's cheaper, more convenient, and you won't have to hunt it down mid-cruise. And if you're cruising with kids, grab the chewable Dramamine for kids. It's a lifesaver. 7. Avoid looking at the waves or the horizon. Staring out at the ocean, especially when the water's rough, can really mess with your balance and make seasickness worse. It makes you more aware of the ship's motion And that's the last thing you want. Instead, focus on something still inside the ship, like the wall or a painting. Avoid areas with big windows, especially on the upper decks. Personally, when the seas get choppy, I skip the buffet deck. The huge windows up there give you a front row seat to every wave. I head to the lower levels instead, like the lobby, where the movement feels less intense and there are very few windows. 8. Avoid alcohol. Stay away from alcohol, especially if you're prone to seasickness or expecting rough seas. It might be tempting to kick off your vacation with a cocktail, but alcohol can actually make seasickness worse. For starters, it dehydrates you, and staying hydrated is one of the most important ways to fight off nausea at sea. On top of that, alcohol affects your sense of balance and coordination. Combine that with the natural motion of the ship, and you've got a recipe for dizziness and discomfort. What might feel like a gentle sway, sober can feel 10 times worse after a few drinks. If you know the water's going to be choppy, it's smarter to stick with water, ginger ale, or electrolyte drinks. Save the margaritas and strawberry daiquiris for when the ship is sailing smoothly or you're docked in port. That way, you'll actually enjoy your drink and the rest of your cruise. 9. Get some fresh air. If you start feeling seasick, one of the best things you can do is get some fresh air. Head outside to the deck or step onto your balcony if your cabin has one. Fresh air helps open up your lungs and gives your brain new signals that can reduce nausea. Plus, the cool breeze often helps settle your stomach. Even just a few minutes outside can make a big difference when you're feeling queasy. 10. Take deep breaths. Try taking slow, deep breaths. It sounds simple, but deep breathing actually works wonders for calming your nervous system. Focus on breathing in deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely, then slowly exhale through your mouth. Repeat this several times, and you'll start to feel more relaxed, which can help reduce the intensity of seasickness. It's a quick and easy way to reset your body without any medication. 11. Avoid doing strenuous things such as going to the gym. Going to the gym can worsen your seasickness. I know it's tempting to stay on track with your workouts, but machines like treadmills and ellipticals move in sync with the ship, which can actually make your seasickness worse by amplifying the motion. They exaggerate the ship's motion. Instead of pushing through a workout, take it easy. Do some light stretching, yoga, or just relax and let your body adjust. Remember, you're on vacation. This is the perfect time to slow down and give yourself a break. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more cruise and vacation videos like this. Thanks for watching.